Good evening, sir. I wonder if you'd be interested in buying some sponges. Do you mean to say that after coming home from a hard day's drug dealing, that instead of sitting in my house with my feet up, watching the TV and snorting cocaine, that I've got to stand here talking to a door-to-door salesman selling sponges?
Well, they're very good sponges.
They're good, huh? Are they very absorbent?
Yes, they're very absorbent.
Yeah, well, you use them to soak that up.
Okay, here's the situation. A woman walks into a store and spends $9 on a birdcage. And that's 1/3 of the money that she had. Okay, so how much money did she have before she spent the $9? And how much money has she got after she had bought the birdcage? And the answer, if she spent 1/3, and $9 was 1/3 of the money that she had, was $27 to start with, and $18 after. No, that's not right. Well, of course it's right. It's got to be right. If a half is 2 underneath a 1, then that would split whatever she had in 2. If she had a quarter, if it was a quarter, then that's 4 underneath a 1. Then you split whatever it is into 4. So 1/3 is split into 3. No, that's not right. Of course it's right. It's got to be right. Because the birdcage cost $9. And that was 1/3 of the money that she had. So if the birdcage cost $9, and $9 was 1/3 of the amount of money that she had, then she had $27 to start with, spent 1/3, which would be $9, and was left with $18. So that's the right answer. No, that's not right. Why isn't that the right answer? Because that's not how 1/3 works. That's not 1/3. What the hell was that? No, it's just that drug dealer guy shooting some door-to-door salesman. Yeah, well, anyway, the right answer is nothing. She had nothing left. How do you work that out? Because I came up and fucking mugged her for the fucking $18 that she had left. Then I went back into the fucking store where she bought the fucking birdcage and fucking robbed them and got the fucking $9 that she originally spent in there. So the answer is she had nothing left.
Man, this guy's good. Yeah, he's great. You know what? We gotta try to get the sensual touch played on the radio. No, I know it's not quite good enough yet. What it really needs is Eddie, the guitar player, to play it. How are you gonna get Eddie, the guitar? Do it again. How are you gonna get Eddie, the guitar player, to play on the sensual touch? The guy's a fucking millionaire. He lives in that great big house up in Beverly Hills. Fucking armed bodyguards standing outside it. You'd never get there to even ask him. I've got that figured. I've been watching his house every day for the past 3 weeks. Every morning he comes out of his house and goes jogging in the park without his armed bodyguards. So what we do is we run up behind him and then take him at gunpoint to the studio to record the sensual touch with us. Well, then we'll have a good enough version of the sensual touch to be played on the radio. That's great. You know that DJ from Radio Odd that does the chart show every week? Yeah, I know where he lives. You know, the chart show starts at about 5 o'clock. He comes out of his apartment at 4. What we do is we wait for him to come out, and then we hijack his car. And then at gunpoint, we get him in the studio to do the top 40. And when he gets to play number 1, we get to play our tape. Then everyone will be listening to hear number 1. But they won't hear it. They will hear the sensual touch. go get him. Okay, let's go. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just that drug dealer guy shooting some door-to-door salesman. Well, anyway, let's go. Now we've got the perfect sound. This is just what we need. And again, there was times when I didn't think we'd ever get to that sound. You know, I know what you mean. Took a lot of explaining. Come on, Tom, you can't put that on top of the music. Why not? Well, because you can't. You can't have somebody talking about blowjobs. I mean, no radio station would play it. Look, it's my music, and I say we don't put this on top. Well, excuse me, John, but we both wrote the music to this. And I say that I do put it on. Oh, you do, huh? Well, if you put it on, then I am leaving this band. Well, you know where the door is, John.
John, why don't you come and join our band? We need a good guitar player like you.
Well, you know, I've kind of had enough of bands, you know.
Yeah, I've heard you've had a little bit of bad luck with all the bands you've been in. Didn't you recently leave that group? What were they called?
Tight White Jeans.
That's the one.
Yeah, we had a bit of a falling out, you know.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Roswell.
That's the one.
Yeah, well, that didn't really work out either.
Yeah, well, come and see us sometime, huh? We're called Area 51.
Yeah, sure. We've got Eddie the guitar player to play on our tape. Let's go get the DJ. Okay, let's get him.